Hello guys, and welcome to part 2 of the Night Oscars challenge. Now, before we get into the video, as you can see on screen, I was experiencing some bitrate issues with my stream and recording. The first half of this video is gonna be a bit grainy, especially when there's a lot of movement happening. There's sadly nothing I can do to save the recording afterwards, we're just gonna have to live through that. At the timestamp you can see on your screen right now is where the new footage, the improved footage that's not gonna have all of these bitrate issues, is gonna kick in. But we have a little bit to get through before that, so hopefully you can bear with me on this one. So, the very first grind I needed to take a look at was to obtain 30 humanity to donate to the Fair Lady and the Chaos Servants in order to get all of their unique spells. I already had around 14 humanity stored, so I started up by donating 10 that I already had. After that I went up to Under the Berg, where I farmed the rat and all of the enemies within the Under the Berg. The rat because it drops a hard humanity, which is the item humanity that you use and you get 1 humanity. At a very low rate, but it's the only enemy in the entire game that I have access to that drops it, that 1 rat. Since the Taurus demon is alive in the Undead Berg, I am actually able to gain soft humanities while fighting the enemies before him inside of the Undead Berg, up to a total of 10. Then, for the final 10, I donate after Undead Berg. I donated the 10 more to the Fair Lady, and finally, after I donated those, I ventured down into the catacombs because I found out on the wiki that bald people have a lot of humanity. So I stole 7 from Patches. And then I went and farmed the last 3 I needed from the rat, close to Firelink Shrine. Chaos Storm. I am done. Well, I'm done with the humanity. It's still the Pyromancy flame grind. In order to max out the Pyromancy flame, which is a ascended Pyromancy flame plus 5, I needed to first get it to the normal one to plus 10 with Engie, so I could finally see Quelana back in the swamp area. And then with Quelana, max it out to a plus 5 and buy every single one of her spells. I calculated this to be around 300,000 souls. And my best farming method is Dark Wraiths. The Dark Wraith Knights can be found down in the New London ruins, my closest bonfire being Firelink Shrine. So this definitely become a homeward teleport type of grind. They drop 1,200 souls per kill, and there are a total of 11 down there. That means I can obtain 13,200 souls per farm run. That should make the whole grind just under 25 farm runs, or 250 kills. So, I got the grinding. Starting off, I just used a very simple method with the Gravelord sword. A backstab plus a light 100 slash was enough to finish them, quick and easy. Then, after a while, I started to use the Pyromancies I was putting all of these souls into. So I picked up Great Combustion, couldn't get anything stronger than that, basically because anything stronger than that would take up to attunement slot, and I needed 1 of the attunement slots for the Homeward Miracle. I don't have access to infinite Homeward Bones after all, so had to compromise there a little bit. Then towards the end of the grind, I invested a little bit of souls and my green titanite shard to make the great sight, up to +5 magic great sight. With this weapon I was able to do a backstab plus a power attack two-handed swipe to finish them off. I eventually on this account am planning to use the Lifehound sight, so I'm trying to get more familiar with like how the sights work and like the moveset, and so far I'm really liking it. Hello, Quelana.
I was expecting.
Modify equipment. Pyromancy flame +3. Pyromancy flame +4. And Pyromancy flame +5. We have maxed out the Pyromancy flame. And I can go in here and purchase. Let's see, what are we gonna get? Let's get these bottom two ones. So Fire Whip and Undead Rapport. So I need 50,000 souls. Hello, Quelana. So I have no weapons for ascension. So we're gonna purchase item. Great. Fireball and Firestorm. No items for purchase. No weapons for ascension. Let's talk.
I have a favor to ask. I had my
Yeah, that is the Quelana quest.
But do not keep me waiting.
So I could kill her now to get her final her final pyromancy that you get for completing a quest line. But I am gonna go the quest line path. We're gonna try to be a little bit of a, I guess, gentlewoman. But that's it. There is done. I can actually roll a new area. Farming all of those souls took a grand total of 3 active farming hours. It's honestly not horrible, but definitely was a bit of a slog. So I was very appreciated for the guys that came out to the stream and kept me moving forward. Please continue. Yes! Oh, I'm so happy it wasn't Tomb of the Giant. I hate that place. We're gonna kill the Taurus demon. Here we are. The Taurus demon. I'm gonna start off by clearing out the archers up here. I need to kill all enemies once, and these don't have any drops that I don't already have, but that's a nice titanite shard. I always take more of those. And let's be honest, this is probably not gonna be much of a fight, but I need to avoid him jumping down as much as I can. So I'm gonna do a plunge with the sight, see if I can one-shot him. Because he has the potential to drop the Taurus, the demon's great axe. And I can't get that if he jumps down, so... Oh yeah, I one-shot him. Wow. Bit OP, maybe? Now, with the Taurus demon, I have also unlocked more area aside from the boss arena. I've unlocked the whole of Dragon Bridge and the first half of the Undead Parish. The only unique drop in this entire area is the tail weapon from the Hellkite. The rest of the enemies in the area have a chance to drop stuff, but if I don't get it from these enemies will appear later on, with that being Black Knight and the boar. The biggest challenge for me throughout this area is definitely killing Hellkite. I have actually never killed him with melee. Like, the only time I've ever managed to kill him was when he somewhat glitched and went into a death plane beside the bridge and died. So just by luck. So I had to figure out how to do it, but eventually I figured out a strategy where you could reset him when he started flying around too much, and the bleed damage off the site then finished him off. Okay, he's doing his fire bullshit now. So I'm just gonna go down here and wait for him to fly up. That was the sound of him returning to his perch, so now I just have to wait for him to come down again. That's it! Hellkite is down. When he was down, I went and joined the Warriors of Sunlight Covenant to get their first miracle. Sadly, I am not able to max out and get the other miracle you can get from this Covenant, or I guess there's one in New Game Plus too, but we're not counting that one, because I am not able to farm the Sunlight medals required for it. Now, all that was left to do was just to kill all the enemies and obtain all of the items in the area. And then a little... Nope. A little stabby stab. And we get the boar helm. That's a nice one. There's a muster key. That will allow us to free Lautrec. And over here is nothing, and here's a fog wall. So the area is done in terms of what's here. In like the immediate area. I can't progress any further without going through a fog wall. At this point, I actually thought that Ria of Torolund shows up after you defeat the Taurus demon. But I went back to Firelink, she was nowhere to be found. And when I looked it up, I realized it was actually the Capra demon you have to kill for Ria to appear. So, we are ready to roll. Is it gonna be Upper Blighttown? It was so close to being that massive area, but we are gonna be clearing out Upper Blighttown. This area that I have rolled is the area in between the fog wall in the middle of Blighttown and the door to the depths, or at the end of the depths, that you need the key from Gaping Dragon to open. This entire area has one new enemy, which are these mutant fish-like creatures, which do not have any drops that I haven't already obtained in earlier areas. So this is just a matter of going through the entirety of this area and completing everything. That meaning killing every enemy once and obtaining all of the ground items. Luckily, I actually know this area quite well. I know where all the items are and I know how to get to them. It was a few months ago I went through Blighttown very carefully, trying to map everything in my head, since I was doing bingo races with Pikku Fighter. If you want to watch those bingo races, they are up on Pikku Fighter's channel. I'll put a link to them in below. But yeah, I took some time to learn Blighttown, so this area is not bad at all. It's quite easy. That was quite close, but we got it. Yeah, the way is you go down here. I'm gonna heal. So you fall, jump down. Oh no, it's not safe, and then you slide down to this lower section. Where you're faced with this rickety old bridge. Oh, where did... I missed those dogs. Okay, I'm actually happy that they showed up now then. I have no idea where they were. I completely missed them. Right out here. And that is the final item. That's every enemy killed, every item obtained in all of Blighttown. I am happy with pretty much everything except for Tomb of the Giants. And it looks like it might be... No, it's gonna go over it. It's gonna be Ceaseless Discharge. Ceaseless Discharge has been rolled. And that also unlocks all of Demon Ruins all the way down to the Gold Fog Gate. And yeah, I am gonna do Ceaseless. So we need to grab his sister's clothes. And once he rages at us for that and pulls his arm off, so I need to wait for him to do an animation to pull that. There was what I was waiting for. Now I should be, after dodging that first attack, I should be clear to run all the way to the end. When first time I tried to do Ceaseless, I kept on dying to him pulling that arm out. Or I died the first time to him, and then I was like, it's more difficult to do this entire thing the second time you come through, because he's like aggro from the start. And flawless. Bye bye. Bye bye, baby. And with that, the lava goes down, and we have unlocked passage. With that, I have unlocked access through the Demon Ruins all the way to the Golden Fog Gate at the bottom. This area has a few items to pick up, but the main things to farm out are 3 drops. We have the Demon's Great Axe from the Taurus demons, the Demon's Great Machete from the Capra demons, and something that turned out to be a lot bigger grind than I originally anticipated, a red Titanite chunk from the Rock Worms. Oh, is that it already? Demon's Great Axe. That was 3 kills. I then tried to grab the items that are out in the lava. There are like 2 of them in the area. But no matter what I tried a few different methods with like jumping, rolling, different weights, different equipment. But I was just never able to grab it before I died. So I'm gonna have to push this item and the other one that is also in lava to after I get the orange shard ring from the centipede demon. That is, after all, the intended way. So it's time to push deeper into the ruins. I then pushed past the Capra demon onto the path with humanity active, fully expecting Kirk to invade, only to then discover that Kirk only invades here once the Lord vessel has been placed. So that was a waste of humanity. We got the bonfire. But Pyromancy did not do well against that worm. I need to relearn how to fight these guys. Oh, I don't have to. The demon great machete. Now I just have to kill them all. That is him done. The next area right before the golden fog gate turned out to give me quite a lot of problems, especially since I don't know the moveset at all about the rock worms. So I ended up dying quite a lot, and something kind of funny happened when I fought this one rock worm. Ha! Ain't that a bitch? I honestly don't have a clue what happened there. So I think it's probably something to do with like a grab cancel or something, but I'm not familiar with it. So if there are any speedrunners that know anything about this, I would love to hear it in the comments. Oh! I almost fell off there. But that's all the demons except for the worms. Oh, that was so late. That was so late. Come on. Oh, I just did a grab cancel. It like teleported me as I got grabbed, and then I got pushed out of it. I started farming out these worms over here before the ember. There's like 4 of them in one spot, so I thought that was a great place to start farming. From the first kills of them, I did get a few green titanite shards. But after that, I got nothing. It completely stopped dropping anything. So I started researching it online to what the drop rate is, because the green titanite shards are like a 25% drop or something. And the red titanite chunk should be around 5%. Then I found a bunch of people talking about these guys and how it seems like they don't drop anything after their first. So some people said that they can only drop on the first kill. Some people are saying that the drop rate significantly decreases after the first kill. So with that in mind, I started just try to farm. Then later, Pikku Fighter showed up in the chat and said that it seems that these hanging ones are not able to drop the red chunk at all, and the only one that can drop the red chunk is the one close to the fog gate. This had been data mined by the YouTuber Illusory Wall. I will drop a link to the Reddit post where this is written out. So basically the worm that is at the bottom of the staircase is the only one that can drop the red titanite chunk. Now, I got a request to clarify the rules a little bit. So let's go quickly through them. I'll put them on the screen for you so you know exactly what rules I am holding myself to. So first rule, the game is played offline, so no online items are required to be obtained. I have to stay within my unlocked areas, so I'm not allowed to leave outside of the areas I have rolled to unlock. I have to kill every enemy in the unlocked area at least once. NPCs are excluded, but I am allowed to kill NPCs as I see fit. I will, however, prioritize questlines. Number 4. Obtain every obtainable item within the unlocked area. And if an item was already obtained in a previous area, it does not have to be obtained again. So, if I get like a large soul of nameless soldier in one area, I don't have to obtain it in the next area, but I will still pick it up because it's useful. The same with like, if I buy the spear of the undead merchant, I don't have to obtain the spear from the drops of the undead hollows. So, that should hopefully clarify all the rules. Let's get back to the grind. And grind I did. This one worm, I started off by spending a total of 2.5 hours with 0 humanity, just rewarping back to the bonfire, killing this worm over and over again, and nothing. After 2.5 hours I decided, okay, I have the rats up in the undead parish, so I went back there. I grinded out 10 humanity and then went back down. I then spent a further 1.5 hours on grinding with 10 humanity, so that is at the discovery rate 210. And still nothing. I spent a lot of time looking on the wiki. Is there something I'm missing? And I just have to go back to that rule that people said, and that also is stated on the wiki, that these creatures do not drop anything past the first kill. So you only have a chance to get the item on the very first kill. I know there are sources saying that the drop rate is just very, very low. But it's so hard to say. So I decided I'll give it 1 more hour at discovery rate 210. And if I do not receive it, I will just call it there. And that is exactly what I did. I grinded for another hour and nothing. So a total of 5 hours was spent grinding, 2.5 with 0 humanity and 2.5 with 10 humanity. And I'm just gonna have to say that I don't think these guys drop it. If I am happy to be proved wrong, like if someone can prove to me that these guys do drop it after the first kill, I would be more than happy to go back and grind it out. Right now, I'm just gonna have to assume that they don't do. From now on, I will also be using this exact area for any souls grind that I possibly could need. Like if I need to buy out a vendor, I don't have the souls, I will go back, I will do this exact grind to get those souls, just in the off chance that that it's obtainable. I had in total spent around 7 to 8 hours in this area since the last roll. In that time I had gained about 30 levels. So I thought that I would give the lava items in the beginning of the Demon Ruins a chance, since my resistances were quite a bit higher now. Alright. Yes! The Chaos Flame Ember. Oh, it worked! And with that, it was time to roll. Oh no. Oh no, I don't like that place. Well, I guess that's punishment for not being able to get that one drop. I have to go to the Tomb of the Giants. That will also finish off the Tomb of the Giants pre-Lord vessel. This unlocks part of the Tomb of the Giants that goes from the central dark area, where there is a fog wall, all the way down to the golden fog gate. The enemies in here do not drop any new items that I haven't already obtained, but it does contain my least favorite enemy in the entire game, which are the skeleton dogs. Luckily, they don't seem to like fire very much. Aside from that, it's just a matter of picking every item up. But the silver serpent ring has been obtained. Oh, white titanite chunk. Nice. And we take this last bone tower. There we go. Okay, so this path is done. So now it's just those sniveling dogs. So we will jump over here. I backed into the corner with the corpse. I cornered myself. And now we might get invaded. This wall I cannot pass. Sealed by the Great Lord's power. And if I go all the way down here, there's nothing here. Except for an interesting view. Or apparently it seems like this invader also doesn't show until the Lord vessel is placed. With that, the Tomb of the Giants is completed as far as I can do it until I get the Lord vessel. Which means I am gonna be able to warp the next time I come here and not have to go through the Boneville skeletons at the bottom of the catacombs. That's all good. Now let's roll. It looks like it's gonna be that big parish and woods section. That is a lot of area. A lot of area. It indeed is. And that is why we're gonna tackle that in the next part. I just wanna take 1 second to give you guys a huge thank you. That first video did amazing when you compare it to everything else I have done on the channel before, and you guys have come out and liked and commented and watched that video so much, and I appreciate it so much. I got so many good comments, pretty much all positive comments or good feedback on editing tips, and I've tried to incorporate as much of that as I can into this video, and I hope that this one shows the help that you gave and how good it turned out. So thank you so much, everyone. This has been an absolutely amazing week. I've been trying to like and answer to you guys in the comments as much as I can, and yeah, again, thank you so much. Please, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions, any clarifications, or anything you want to discuss, down there in the comments, I will try to reply to as many as I can. And just thank you so much all of you for the support, and I will see you in the next one.